nice while I said it. On Saturday, I met up with a couple people actually from our community. I'll get to that in a bit. But I went over to the where did I go again? I went to the dump, and it was just great. I brought the air freshener and everything else. Okay, I went to the dump with Sharon. We needed to get rid of some stuff in the basement. And I really felt like a North Country person. I've been here long enough where I should thought, assuming that through assimilation. But when you get into a pickup truck and you get a little dirty and you got an old toilet bowl in your back of your box there, then you know you've arrived. When I go into that dump and I go on the scale and I say I'm here for business, and they said, well, you're in the right place there, boy. Go on over there. They're waiting for you. So I drive the truck up and back it up. I'm hauling stuff out of there, thinking that I'm a manly man and so forth, trying to look real tough, throwing carpeting, remnants, wood, metal, all types of garbage that, for the most part was sitting in the basement for the last 5 years, didn't need to be there. So we finally threw it away. Then at the end, the last item says, I'm going to be a real He-Man here. Watch me. Watch this. I'm going to pick up this toilet and I'm going to throw it right in there. Toilets are one of the most difficult things to pick up because what do you grab? Granted, it's funny that there is a handle on a toilet, but that's not the thing you grab when you're throwing it into a big metal bin. You try to pick it up like you're Hercules or something. So I pick it up, I toss it in there, I do it all the time, yeah, what are you going to do? Meanwhile, I jump back in the truck going, boy, I'll never pick up a toilet bowl like that for the rest of my life. So while I was there, I ran into who else? Crazy Ray and his son. Now, Crazy Ray has access to perhaps any pickup truck in the world. In fact, if you think of the word pickup, you think of anyone who looks like Crazy Ray. So I'm at the dump with Crazy Ray and his son. What is Crazy Ray driving? He's driving a minivan. I don't understand that. You're at a dump. And unless you got a porta potty in there, you don't have any reason to have a minivan at a dump. Or to put the two words together, if you know what I'm talking about. But he was there with his son doing his own business. It's great. What you got to do is, if you haven't been to the dump, here it is. I'm an authority. I haven't been in there in like 8 years, and all of a sudden I know what I'm talking about. You drive in, and you have this on again, off again, like boy-girl type thing, where you wait to go on the scale. They measure you up so that when you come back on the scale, although it would be very easy to just leave and just not pay anybody, but my wife noticed that they were looking at license plates. Then you come back on the scale, and they subtract the difference, and they base that per 6 cents per pound. But in the meantime, as you're driving in, you got to wait for the other guys that are driving out. So it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game, but for the most part, very well organized. And I was thinking, as I was doing all this, I watched way too many Bill Curtis productions. And by that I mean, all the Lifetime productions where wives kill their husbands or vice versa, or just people trying to get away with the perfect murder, if you will. And I'm thinking, geez, what a perfect way to just drop off a body. You know what I'm saying? You just go right through. You culminate rather a lot of garbage, a lot of refuge, or is it refuge or refuse? Refuse, excuse me. Yeah, if you pick up a refugee in the process, throw them in the back. You're never going to know them anyway. So, you roll them up into, you got some carpeting. You roll up the body in the carpeting, drop it off in the bin, and no one knows nothing. I don't think Christopher from The Sopranos would have had a better plan than that. They would love us at Dank for incorporating such ideas. 755-1240. 755-1240. Going over the News Junkie spell with a big fat Z.com. Look